Hi Matthew, we're back for round and final 3. Things I have learned. Might be helpful if you read the package of the pizza dough before you try to cook. Because it says heat to 400 degrees and it said pre-bake the dough for 8 minutes. But now that I'm thinking about it, I'm not so sure that would work because we want to be able to fold it over. So I'm glad I made that mistake. Next time I would do the spinach first in the microwave, get that started. While that's cooking, I would cook the onions and mushrooms in my big pan. Then at the last minute, I would add the tomatoes, stir it up, and put all of that in a big bowl and set it aside. Then in the same pan, I would go ahead and cook the sausage, and then when that's completely cooked, add in the thawed spinach, squeeze it out like I showed you. And then another lesson, make sure to grease this pan here really well. I didn't at first, you didn't see that mistake. I'd already turned off the camera. Also, we want to keep the refrigerator in the dough keep the dough in the refrigerator until we're going to use it. Otherwise, as we found out, it just sits on the counter and pops open all by itself. Really didn't matter though. And a little tip, I don't know if I told you before, you know how I like to store this stuff in bags. Make sure to keep the bag open and let it just sit on the counter for a little while until it cools down. You don't ever want to put warm or especially hot food in the refrigerator. It can grow bacteria. And then you're going to have to soak your pan in really hot water with some detergent before you try to wash it. And I made notes on this little thing. In a couple weeks I'll try it again and see if we can't streamline this and we learn some from mistakes. Now, that being said, it was supposed to pre-bake 8 minutes, so I put it in the oven, in the middle of the oven for 12 minutes, and I checked the bottom, and it was pretty much what I wanted it to be. So then I moved the rack up to the top of the oven because I didn't want the bottom to cook that much more. And went ahead and cooked it 3 more minutes, and this is the result. So I'm going to try to put this on the cutting board. I don't like to cut on tin foil because I don't want tin foil in my food. So this should, in theory, yay, transfer over. And let's see if I can find a knife I haven't used. Cut this puppy open and see what it looks like inside. Daddy and I cannot eat all of this. So we're going to eat about a third of it. And then split that. Ooh, that cheese on the inside is melted. Let me see if I can't hold this up so you can see it. Oh, it smells good too. So the cheese on the inside has melted some. That's that ricotta cheese that you see, and the Italian cheese is melted. And the olive oil with that seasoning on top, it smells really good. So even though this was a little crazy to do this time, I think it's a win. We learned some good lessons, and I'll try it again here in probably about a month, although I think it's going to be really good. Maybe I'll do it sooner than that. All right, I love you. Remember, there's 3 videos in this. Love you, bye.